Hello folks, this is Tom Martin. This is my lottery strategy game, Decoding the Powerball. I'm picking my numbers for the drawing on October 11th, 2017. I have 7 strategies with my game Decoding the Powerball. So strategy number 1, the game card color code. Okay, so if you've never seen my videos before, what you're looking at is what I call the game card. This represents all 69 white ball numbers for the Powerball lottery. I really don't have anything for the Powerball itself. My goal is to get all 5 white balls correct and win the $2 million prize with the power play option. Okay, so basically how this works is when the drawing goes off, I put the 5 winning numbers right up here at the top of this list. Okay, and then I transfer the last 3 drawings over to the game card as red numbers. Okay, and then I do the same thing with the orange, green, blue, and purple. So I have 5 different colors, one for each of the 5 white winning Powerball numbers. Okay, so over to the far right here, you can see this 169. That represents how many color code drawings there have been so far. Okay, so out of this 169, 91 have been a 3-color combination. 64 have been a 4-color combination. 12 have been a 2-color combination, and twice have all 5 colors come up for a 5-color combination. Okay, and never have just 1 color come up. Okay, so the strategy is since hardly ever do all 5 colors come up, the strategy is try to guess which one of these colors won't be coming up and eliminate it from the game card. Okay, so for this drawing, I'm going to guess that no red numbers will be coming up. Now, I've been guessing for the last 3 drawings that no red numbers will be coming up, and I've been getting burned on this, but I'm going to go back to it because red has hit a long run here of 9 drawings in a row, and it missed here, and now it's up to 5 drawings in a row. Okay, so I just think that was due to miss after this long run down here. Okay, so again, I'm going to guess that no red numbers will be coming up in this drawing. Okay, so this is what the game card looks like so far. All right, with no red numbers on it. All right, so I'm off to the next strategy. Strategy number 2, the individual numbers. Okay, so what you're looking at is what I call the individual numbers. Okay, up at the very top is the master for all the numbers. And over here to the right are the numbers that just barely came up in the lottery. Okay, so the 5 winning numbers were 10, 49, 61, 63, and 65. Okay, so that's a 3-color combination. Okay, a 3-group combination, I mean. Okay, so let me reduce the game card down so you can see all the groups. Okay, so I have 1 through 9, and then I have the teens, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. Okay, so a total of 7 groups. Okay, so again, there's only 5 white winning Powerball numbers, so 2 of these groups won't be able to have a winning Powerball number to it. Okay, so the strategy is try to guess which one of these groups won't have the winning Powerball number to it and eliminate it from the game card. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to keep track of every 5 drawings. Okay, so this square right here represents a group of 5 drawings. Okay, so you can see that there's a lot of hits in the 20s areas here in this last 5 drawings. So now I'm up to here. I'm up at the first one of the next 5. All right. So my guess is that there'll be no 20 numbers coming up. Okay. And the reason why is just because they've been so hot. Okay, in the last 20 drawings here, that I just think that they're going to cool off for a couple of drawings. Okay, so again, my guess is that no 20 numbers will be coming up. So I'm going to go back to the game card. Okay, so this is what the game card looks like with no red numbers from the game card and no 20 numbers from the individual numbers. Okay, so I'm off to the next strategy. Strategy number 3, picking the numbers I hope will miss from group 1. Okay, so what you're looking at is what I call my group 1 numbers. Okay, so basically I took the all the numbers and I divided it into 4 groups and put colors to the groups. Okay, so when the 5 numbers come out, okay, in the drawing, I keep track of where they land in these color groups. Okay, so the last drawing here, there was no winning numbers in the blue area here. Okay, so the strategy is for this group 1 is try to guess where these zeros are going to pop up. Okay, and again, this means that none of the 5 white winning Powerballs landed in this blue area here. Okay, so my guess, okay, is that again, no winning numbers will land in this blue area here. Okay, and the reason why I'm picking that is because you can see that this is a single zero, single zero, single zero. Every once in a while, they double up like this. Okay, so just by looking at how many singles zeros there are here in this blue area, okay, there's 11. I just think that it has a good chance of doubling up here, okay, and having a 0. And again, a 0 means that none of the 5 white winning Powerballs landed in that area. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to eliminate the numbers in this blue area off of the game card. Okay, so this is what the game card looks like so far, okay, with no blue numbers here. All right, so now I'm going to go back to group 1 because there's a couple of them here that I'm going to pick for this drawing. Okay, so the second one is here in the option card number 4, the green numbers. Okay, so I'm going to eliminate the green numbers off of the game card. And I'm doing that because it has hit 17 times in a row. Okay, there's been a hit. One of these green numbers have come up in the drawing, so I just think that is due to miss. Okay, I think it's due to have a 0 right here. Okay, so I'm going to eliminate these green numbers off of the game card. Okay, so this is what the game card looks like so far. All right, so now I'm going to go back to group 1 again. Okay, the next one I'm going to pick is option card 7, the green numbers. Okay, and the reason why I'm picking this is because it's hit 10 in a row. But even more important than that is just a couple of drawings ago, it went 18 in a row. And before that, it went 22 in a row. Okay, so I just don't think that this is going to be a very high number here with 2 high numbers right down here. Okay, so I'm going to guess that no green numbers will be coming up on this option card 7. So I'm going to eliminate the green numbers off of the game card. Okay, so this is what the game card looks like so far. All right, so I'm going to go back to group 1 because there's one more that I want to get. Okay, there's actually 2 more. All right, so I'm going to go with option card number 9, the green numbers here, because it's hit 24 times in a row here. There's been one of these green numbers that have come up. So when it gets into the 20s like this, it could go at any second. So I've been betting on this one missing for the last 3 drawings as well, and it keeps on burning me, but I'm going to just keep on going right back to it until it misses because it's in the 20s. Okay, so I'm going to eliminate the green numbers off of the game card. Okay, so this is what the game card looks like so far. All right, and I still got 1 more to go. Now here on this option card 10, I'm going to predict that there's going to be another row here. Okay, so what a row means is that the 5 white winning Powerball numbers hit all the color groups. Okay, so you can see that like over here, okay, you can see that there was 3 rows in a row here, so sometimes they double up or triple up. Now over here, there's 26 single rows in a row here, okay? So I just think that it's due to double up, okay? So when I pick my 5 winning numbers here, when I pick the ones that I think are going to come up, I want those numbers to represent each one of the colors here in this option card number 10. Okay, so I'm going to keep on going because I think this blue one is going to miss here in option card 13. Okay, and the reason why is because you can see that there's a single red area here. Okay, and that happens quite a bit. Okay, you can see a one here, over here there's a one. Okay, and if you keep on going, there's another one. Okay, so for this one, there hasn't been a single one until way down here. Okay, and that's very unusual. Okay, so I'm just going to predict that it's due to be a one right here. Okay, so I'm going to predict that this is going to have a 0 to it. And that means that none of these blue numbers will be coming up in the lottery if I'm correct. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the game card. Okay, so this is what the game card looks like with no blue numbers from option card 13. Okay, so I'm off to the next strategy. Okay, strategy number 4, picking the numbers I hope will miss from group 2. Okay, so what you're looking at is what I call my group 2 numbers. Okay, so much like group 1 where I divided things into 4 different color groups, here I divided things into 8 different color groups. Okay, so again, there's only 5 white winning Powerball numbers. So 3 of these groups won't be able to have a winning Powerball number to it. Okay, so the strategy is try to guess which one of these groups won't have the winning Powerball number to it and eliminate it from the game card. Okay, so I'm going to just blow this up a little bit here. Okay, so I'm going to point out this red area here. Okay, so I keep the stats for them right down here. Okay, so a 0 means that none of the 5 white winning Powerball numbers landed in this red area. And of course, this 2 means that 2 out of the 5 white winning Powerball numbers landed in this red area. Okay, so I let they keep track of every 5 drawings just so I can see a majority of things. Okay, so if there's 3 or more zeros or 3 or more misses, I color this blue for cold. If there's 3 or more hits, I color it red for hot. Okay, so if something's going to be hot for a while, well, eventually it's going to turn cold. Okay, so for this down here, I think that this red, you can see the red area here has been pretty hot over the life of it, over the life of the stat. So I just think that it's going to be cooling down now. Okay, so I think that there's going to be a 0 on the next one. So that means that none of these red numbers will be coming up if I pick it correctly. Okay, so I do think that this is going to miss, so I'm going to go to the game card and I'm going to eliminate those numbers off of the game card. So group 2, option card 1, no red numbers. So I eliminated all those numbers off of the game card. So it was the 1, 17, and 33 that I took off. Okay, so it's off to the next one. Okay, option card 7, no orange numbers. So I'll show you what that's all about and why I picked that. Okay, so here's the orange. Okay, so you can see that it's been just really, really hot. Okay, in the life of its in the life of the stats here. So I'm just gonna think that it's gonna start to cool off. So I'm gonna predict that no orange numbers here in option card 7 will be coming up in the drawing. Okay, so again, this is what the option card this is what the game card looks like. Okay, so I'm really getting down there on the numbers. Okay, and that's it for all the numbers that I'm going to eliminate from the game card. Okay, so it's off to the next strategy. Okay, strategy number 5, the 50-50 picks. Okay, so this is what you're looking at is what I call the 50-50 picks. Okay, so again, there's only 5 white winning Powerball numbers. So there's going to be a majority of either odd numbers or even numbers. Okay, So I like to keep track of that stuff. So there's been 210 drawings since October 7th, 2015. That's when the Powerball lottery went from 59 numbers to 69 numbers. Okay, so out of that 210 drawings, 105 drawings have been the majority of odd numbers, and 105 drawings have been the majority of even numbers. Okay, so as I look back again, I like to keep track of every 5 drawings, and you can see that this last 5 was a majority of odd numbers. Okay, so for this drawing coming up right here, okay, I'm going to predict that it's going to be more even numbers than odd numbers. Okay, so over here, I keep track of highs and low numbers. The highs in the red and the lows in the blue. Okay, so far out of 210 drawings, 104 have been the majority of high numbers, and 106 have been the majority of low numbers. Okay, so for this last 5, you can see that the majority was in the high. Okay, and I'm going to predict that the next one will probably be in the high as well. So I think that this drawing right here will be in the majority of high numbers. Okay, so then I have left and right. Okay, so for the majority here, I think the majority will be on the left side. And then I have this red and blue, okay, and I think the majority is going to be in the blue area. Okay, so I think more numbers will land in this blue area than the red area. Okay, so the one thing I do have for the Powerball itself, the red number, is in this column here. I keep track of high and lows. Okay, so there's 26 numbers. So blue means that it's a low number, 1 through 13, and red means that it's a high number, 14 to 26. And over in this column, red means that the number was odds, and the blue means that the number was evens. Okay, so just kind of looking through things. Okay, you can see that the highs had a long run of 10 here. So I think that this next drawing, the majority, I mean, the Powerball number itself will probably be a low number, okay? And I think it will be red, so I think it will be a low odd number. Okay, so going back to the game guard here. You can see the 50-50 picks, and I think that there's going to be more even numbers than odd. I think there's going to be more high numbers than low numbers. I think the numbers will be more to the left side than right side. And I think the numbers will be more in this blue area than the red area. Okay, so the next strategy here is strategy number 6, picking the numbers I hope will hit from groups 1 and 2. Okay, so for this strategy, what I like to do is go to the overview of group 2. Okay, so I have 15 of these option cards in group 2 as well as group 1. Okay, and I keep an overview of things. And the overview I keep right here. Okay, so again, there's 15 option cards, and I'll go over them real quick. Okay, so here's 7. There's 8, 9. Okay, so you can see that I have red, blue, orange, green, purple, brown, gray, yellow. Okay, and that's like that for all 15 option cards. It's just that the colors that the numbers that are represented by the color are all different from each other. You can see that these are the red numbers for option card 13. And over here on option card 14, these are the red numbers. Okay, so they're all a little bit different, but I keep all the stats kind of the same. Okay, so when I go to the overview of things, okay, you can see that I keep track of the red area as a group. Okay, so again, there's 15 option cards, so there was 7 hits and 8 misses. Okay, so 7 and 8 equals 15. Okay, so the magic number here is 8. Okay, so if there's 8 or more misses, I color this blue for cold. If there's 8 or more hits, I color it red for hot. And that helps me look at things as a group, okay? So for this drawing here, I'm going to predict that this yellow area will get hot, okay? So I think that this will be red here. So I think there's going to be a lot of hits throughout the yellow areas. Okay, so as I go to the game card here, these are the yellow numbers that I think will come up. Okay, so if these yellow numbers come up, the yellow will be a group, as a group, 9 hits and 6 misses. Okay, so the numbers I'm going to go with for this drawing here, okay, and that's strategy number 7, picking my numbers. Okay, the numbers I'm going to go with is 3, 37, 42, 44, and 50. Okay, so you can see there's only 2 colors here, so it's going to be a 2-color combination. Okay, so the 3 is purple, the 37 is purple, the 50 is purple, the 42 and 44 are blue. Okay, so there's going to be 3 purple numbers and 2 blue numbers. All right, and as I go back to this group 1 here, I'm going to go back to that option card, number 10. Because this is where I thought it was going to be another row, okay? So I want all 4 color groups to be in on it. I want it to be, I want all 4 colors to be here, okay? So again, the numbers I'm going with is 3 red, 37 orange, 42 blue, 44 green, and 50 blue. Okay, so that means that all 4 colors are represented, which I want, and I think there's going to be 2 blue ones. Okay, and that will give me that row that I could put down here that I think will happen. Okay, so again, the numbers I'm going to go with is 3, 37, 42, 44, and 50. Okay, folks, I'm always looking for people to play my game. So instead of charging a fee to play, I'd like to charge a commission for using my system. 1% if you get all 5 white balls correct. You could read the fine print, and if you're interested, you could email me at trm6776@gmail.com. All right, folks, I appreciate you watching, and best of luck with your picks.